If it's happening in New York, New Jersey, or Long Island, hear about it with Joe Piscopo. Mornings, 6 to 10 on AM 970. The Answer.
This is interesting. I'm just checking on all the news for you. The president goes after Pfizer and other over drug prices. Hello. See, this is what I like about this president. He's accusing Pfizer and others of raising drug prices for no reason. Hello. The president tweeted today that his administration will respond. He said the drug companies are taking advantage of the poor and others who are unable to defend themselves. Bingo. And it's, New Jersey used to be the medicine chest with all the pharmaceuticals, but they've since moved out because no one wants to do business in New Jersey anymore because of the high taxes for corporations now and for individuals. But why don't they, and why won't anybody listen to me when I say you should create generic drug production in the stressed areas? When I saw, and some of the folks that I saw at the Social Security office yesterday, just to see if something was bogus with my Social Security, I go in, I'm looking around, and I see the stressed folks of the United States of America. And we're more concerned with the illegal immigrants coming in. That is the mantra of the progressive socialists. Can we help people out? And the president's right, at least going after drugs that are affordable in America. And also, too, all this, the tariffs, we're talking about the tariffs. Here, Frankie and I talk about the tariffs all the time. It's 6:30 right now with Joe on the radio. Why can't we, and how do I have to say it till I'm blue in the face? And you know what's going to happen. I'm going to just have to do it in New Jersey as an example. You go into the areas, and I'm looking at the people. Stay with me, Frankie, on this. I'm looking at the people that are in that, and they are challenged. Life is tough for them, and I see that. And there's no white privilege anywhere. These people are struggling. And they were, by the way, of all colors in the Social Security office. And then I'm thinking, is anybody helping these folks? We're just giving, here, have Social Security. Here, have, welfare. Have whatever you need. They don't create. And it would take a generation. It would take 10, 20, maybe 30 years to turn these communities around. Nobody in Washington cares. It's nice the president is talking about this, but goodness gracious, we should be able to manufacture some of these things, including iPhones, including sneakers, including generic drugs, in the stressed areas. Turn around those communities with low-level manufacturing jobs.
Well, I certainly agree on the manufacturing front, but in terms of the price of the prescription drugs, the president is absolutely right. They are out of control, and the drug companies, the prescription drug companies, are absolutely gaming the system to keep these prices high. So these patents on these drugs that these drug companies develop, they're supposed to be temporary and then allow folks to sell them generically. But what these companies, including Pfizer, have done is exploited loophole after loophole enabled by Congress in order to keep these monopolies semi-permanent forever. And that's why the prices are so high. That's part of the reason. The other part of the reason, Joe, is one of the biggest buyers of drugs in the United States is Medicare. But Medicare is prohibited by law from negotiating drug prices with the pharmaceutical companies. Think of that. Think of the buying power that Congress has and that Medicare has as the biggest purchaser of drugs, and they're not allowed to negotiate. The VA is able to negotiate. Why can't Medicare negotiate? Trump and Sanders both talked about that during the campaign, but Congress, because unfortunately they owe a lot of money, they owe a lot of favors to the prescription drug lobbyists and donors.
And the healthcare companies.
Yeah.
They're owned.
So there are a lot of ways to fix the system, and I'm glad the president's talking about this, but it's a big, big problem.
Everybody knows this guy. Now, everybody knows he can do a radio show. Joe Piscopo. Mornings, 6 to 10 on AM 970. The Answer.